Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Nick from MMA Pixels here with Santos Rosales. How you doing?
Good, man. How's it going?
I'm doing good, man. You're a 3-0 professional mixed martial artist. You have a fight coming up September 8th at Rocks Extreme number 24 against Raymond Banda. That's a pretty big fight, man.
Actually, Ray was unable to get his medicals cleared, so they actually replaced him with Derek H-Day.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah. So I'll be fighting him.
So,
So
so this
Ray
is
was actually supposed, yeah, Ray was supposed to fight Derek actually, I think last month, and then I was supposed to fight Ray this next month, but now it's kind of flip flop. Now I'm going to fight Derek, and Ray's unable to get his medicals cleared. But I think I talked to him. Actually, went to his gym last week, and I was rolling down there, and he's a pretty cool guy, but hopefully he gets everything taken care of and get back in the cage. So
yeah, man. I was really looking forward to that, man. I'm kind of disappointed. Hopefully he gets better. Um,
yeah.
well, what can you tell me about Derek?
Um, from my understanding, I mean, the way I've watched his videos, I watch his videos when I'm sitting in the cold dip, at the athletic club, and I mean, he looks like a wrestler. He looks strong, athletic, but I think my skill set's a lot higher than his. So. Um, Sorry, I had a call coming in.
Uh, That's all right.
Cool. Were you able to still? Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Cool.
you just froze for a
Um,
second.
oh, my bad. Yeah. I mean, he looks like a good. It's a good test for me, but I think the more prepared fighter is always going to win, and I don't. I prepare really well. I make a lot of sacrifices to make sure I get my training in. I train at a lot of different spots to get different looks and different views from different coaches and stuff. So I make sure I'm a complete package. I like to be a well-rounded fighter, and I'm able to transition from each type of martial arts to the next. Wrestling, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, boxing, everything. So
Right, yeah, that was going to be one of my questions is you are definitely well-rounded and how you get that way, but I guess you go to a lot of places to learn a lot of different things.
yeah. My home gym, South Texas Renegades MMA with Hector Munoz, Roger Race, one of my coaches over there too. But I go train at I used to box when I was younger, so I go train at neighborhood center here in Corpus with Richard, and then I go do my wrestling with Texas style over there at Weapons at Hand, and my boy Roger Narvaez, he actually helps me out too with some of my jiu-jitsu at Narvaez BJJ. So shout out to all my teammates at South Texas Renegades and everybody helps me. So I really appreciate the support. It means a lot.
With the late opponent change, does that even affect your training? It sounds like you just prepare for everything anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I try to prepare for everything. I did start. Uh, I noticed that he was strong. He likes to go for the takedowns, so I added some more wrestling into it. But I still like to stay well rounded and stay prepared for anything. Because what if he's unable to perform, and I have to fight somebody else, and I'm ready to go with any late changes. So it'll be good.
All right, your last fight, you got the TKO in the first round. It was pretty much all standing. The fight before that was kind of the opposite. The guy tried to take you down quite a bit, and I
Yeah.
was super impressed with your scrambling skills. Man, that was impressive. I haven't seen anything better. I don't even think in the UFC anywhere.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. I love the scramble. I love to create scrambles, and it's really, I think at that point, who has the better skill set. And if you are evenly matched on the skill set, who has the biggest heart, who's going to quit first, And I was able to, it's weird. Like I think more experienced fighters, they can feel when their fighter kind of just, their bodies kind of wilt. And after the scramble, and then, he tried to take me down again. It was crazy because I kept watching that fight. Um, when Ivy, if he's scrambling, he's trying to get up, he goes immediately for the takedown right away. And I saw it, and I remember watching one of his fights. I do a lot of the homework. I watch the fights over and over. And what he did was he tries to go for the immediate takedown, and I was like, and the guy kept trying to punch him, and I'm like, dude, defend the takedown, you know. And I actually started punching him when he was doing that to me, and I thought in an instant I remembered the video, and I just stopped and I defended the takedown, went for the knee, threw the elbow, turned it around, threw the knee, and then I took his back and choked him out. But I mean, I remember it was just crazy how it came back to me right in the blink of an eye in the moment, which was pretty cool. So that's why I do a lot of homework. So I study my opponents so I can make sure that I'm preparing really well for them.
Well, how do you, that's a lot of preparation and
Yeah,
it sounds
yeah.
like you're doing the right thing, a lot of homework. Where did you learn all that? Like, did you start off your career this good, or is that something you picked up along the way?
No, it's funny. I used to be in the military, right? So I started training back in California a long time ago, and I was just kind of in and out of there. And I had a wrestling background from high school. I wrestled for 2 years, but um, and I thought I was a badass going to the gym. I was getting choked out every single round, and then I eventually kind of got the hang of it. And then I came into Corpus, and I started looking at MMA gyms, and um, I walked into Full Contact Fight Academy with Hector Munoz, and he beat the living shit out of me that day. And I went back the next day. You know, I loved it, and so I developed a really strong, you know, I think attitude and preparation. The old saying was, you know, iron sharpens iron. I still believe iron sharpens iron, but I try to be a little more smart about my training and prepare a little more than I used to. And I listen to a lot of podcasts, Joe Rogan, and I listen to all these different things and all these different inspirational podcasts and just preparation, how to be a professional. And that's what I try to do is just be a professional and act like it's a full-time job, even though it's not. It's like my third job, actually, you know, so I work full-time during the day. I train clients in the morning for my fitness gym. So I try to be a professional in everything I do. And that's why I prepare the way I do is I make sure I eat right. The only thing I lack is my sleep. I wish I can get more sleep, but you know, I'm a busy guy, so I got to take care of my family, my wife, and my little boy. So
When you first walked into the gym, were you thinking that you were going to become a fighter, or?
no, that's what was my goal. I was getting out of the Navy, and I told all these motherfuckers, I was like, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna make it to the UFC. You know, and it wasn't. And then I fought for '09. I fought for a few years. I went out my amateur. I won 2 Texas titles in amateur, and then I kind of got burnt out, and then I fell in love with my wife, and I just stopped going to the gym. I started making excuses, and then we had our little boy, and then about last May, my wife got diagnosed with Lyme disease. So at that point is when I decided I was going to start fighting again, just to make a little extra income, and then just so I can bring some more awareness to the disease. It's just overlooked a lot by a lot of physicians and the family practice, and a lot of doctors, specialists as well too. But there's certain doctors that believe in the Lyme disease. Some doctors don't believe that it can be cured with antibiotics in 2 weeks, which is not true. It takes extensive treatments. So we actually went out to California back in February for some stem cell treatment, and we went back in June again for some more stem cell treatment. But that wouldn't have been possible without the people who supported us here, and took a lot of I had to suck my pride up and allow my family and my friends to do some benefits for me, because at the time we just couldn't afford. It was cash money. It was $25,000, just to pay for the stem cells. So that, and I started doing my training with the clients, and that's taken off. And now I'm about to get my own spot. So I think just that right there kind of relit my flame. And my wife's getting better, slowly, but she's getting better. And my son, he has some co-infections as well. But that right there motivates me a lot, especially when you're tired, you want to go home and I kind of just want to sleep. And I'd rather just watch Netflix and eat pizza. I'm a foodie, but I think the love that I have for my wife and my little boy, it really keeps me going, especially when I'm getting my ass kicked in the gym. I think it's really important for not to always be the winning big dog in the gym. Humble yourself and put yourself in bad positions. And my teammates, from at Renegades and my friends at other gyms, they really push me to the next level. So when I want to quit and that little voice in your head telling you to be a little bitch, that's it. They tell you to get up, you got another round, and you're like, damn it. You don't want to let them down, so you get back up and you keep going. And then at the end of the day, you feel yourself actually feeling better. So
Wow.
that's what keeps me going. So it was long, but that's what.
No, that's crazy. That's I'm glad to hear that she's doing better. and that's great that you're turning a negative really into a positive. And I mean, obviously, it changed you as a fighter. You know, you're fighting for a cause. You know, something much bigger than yourself, and the payday you mentioned, you know, the financial, but there's, you know, bringing awareness and everything to it. I had no idea stem cells could help that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy. So this fight coming up, how do you see it ending?
Oh shit. I forgot to press my car. I see I go into every fight to finish. I've finished all my fights. I've never been to decision. So it's the same way I kind of going in this fight. You know, I prepare for whatever how long it's a 3-round fight. You know, it was a 5-round fight. I prepare for a 5-round fight, but I go into finish fights. I don't go into mess around. So, and I think I've proven that in all my fights. You know, so I've gotten caught once, but that's old. You know, it's back in the past. But you know, just finish the fight. I don't know which round. It's going to finish in one of the rounds. So I know that.
Right on. You mentioned you do like personal fitness training and stuff. Do you do like classes or one-on-ones?
Yeah, it's a group training session. So I do a 5 a.m. class and a 6 a.m. class. I got about 40 clients right now.
Wow.
But for 2 hours a day. So 5 a.m. and my 6 a.m. So my 5 a.m. is most of the biggest class. But, you know, 5 years ago I was a trainer, and I started working for the company I work now. I work for Aviana Health Services. We provide services for kids with special needs like feeding tubes, trags, ventilators, therapy, and all their DME supplies. But when my wife got diagnosed, I just dedicated back to the gym. I was in the gym over and over and over again, and I realized how much I actually missed being in the gym all the time. So I started my fitness classes again, and it's taken off pretty well. So I do that, and I'm helping people get back into fitness or changing their lives, and they've never worked out a day in their life, and they're coming to train with me. So that's pretty cool. I really enjoy that. That's what I really want to do that full time. That's my passion is fitness and helping people get in shape. So I love what I do now, but that's what I went to school for. I got my degree in exercise science, so I just want to use it and help people live a more healthy, fit lifestyle, and just being active out outside and enjoy life. So.
Right. Well, that's awesome. Usually like fighters use their name from fighting to, to attract clients and stuff. It sounds like you got it figured out before the fighting.
Yeah. I mean, my Instagram is kind of a combination of both. So, it's hybrid fitness _ Hollywood R, so I kind of use both of it, but my Instagram is mainly my fitness stuff. I throw my MMA stuff here and there on there, but, it's kind of using hand in hand. So eventually I'll probably usually just go hybrid fitness academy all the way. But for now, I'll just have it there like that. So.
Right. You said your Instagram. Do you have a Facebook or Twitter or anything?
Yeah, I have a Twitter. I posted once my last promo video, and I was just like, man, I'm not. It's too much social media for me. So I have my Facebook. I'm pretty active on it. Santos Rosales, and then my Instagram. I usually post daily too. So my wife too. I mean, she's always posting stuff about alignment awareness, and she's very sexy and beautiful. So she gets a lot of likes on that too. So
right on.
I don't mind. I'm getting the. Sorry, I get
busy man. I know. I understand.
Phone calls in. My bad. So.
So are there still tickets available for September 8th?
Yeah. You can actually you can go buy tickets at Rocks here in Corpus on Airline and SPID. Right now, we already covered tables 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we have 4 front row tables already covered. My friends and some of my family. So if y'all want to go buy a table anywhere in that section, that'd be great. The more the merrier. I got tickets for sale too as well. I also got some shirts for sale. It's has the Lyme disease rip. I always put something that had to do with Lyme disease on my shirt. So but it's a lion. I think with the representation of a lion, I love it, and it's kind of like my inner beast mode kind of thing. So, but yeah.
And then for tickets or the shirts, we could just contact you through Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, shirts. You can contact me. Then I got set up. I made a web page for my gym. I just had put the link on there. You can buy shirts on there. You can do Venmo, Cash App, Facebook, Cash Pay, or whatever, however you want to. PayPal. If you have another option, you need me to download something, I'll download that too. You know, so cash, check, doesn't matter. The shirts have to be paid for prior to me ordering because I don't want to get. I got burned last time. Some people order the shirts. I order it. I think fighters understand the struggle of this. Trying to. But I'm gonna order a couple extra shirts because we sold a lot right after the fight last time. So I'll order a few extra ones that I know I can get rid of. But I don't want to end up with all these extra shirts. So. But yeah, I can do that. And then individual general admission tickets you can get from me. So just message me on Instagram or Facebook. I can meet up with you, or just you can go to the gym and I'll have them there.
So everyone got excited after the TKO win, bought some more shirts. Is that normal? Yeah. You get more followers after every win?
I didn't really know how to use, I always posted on Instagram, but I never did the hashtags. And my barber, he's like, dude, you got to do hashtags, bro. I was like, oh, I didn't know, so I started hashtagging. I started getting more followers, but yeah, I get a couple more followers and stuff, so I get more followers, I think, for the fitness stuff. But I think if I get a really cool knockout or something, get some good footage on it, I think I'll get some more. But it's all good. They'll come over time.
Well, you already have plenty, man.
I'll be around, so I think this is going good. I enjoy what I do. So it's really just kind of a little. It'd be nice to make it to the next level. So that's what I'm putting the work in for. If it happens, it happens. That's the end goal. But I'm having fun while I'm doing it. I just can't wait to go get after the fight and go to Whataburger.
I love Whataburger. We don't have. I'm in California. We don't have it here, but man,
y'all have In-N-Out over there.
Yeah, true. But those Whataburger breakfast burritos, man, at like 2 a.m.
I get a triple meat. I don't play around. But I do that for about a week, and then I call it feast week. And then I go back on, stay, pretty moderate and occasional cheat meals here and there, and stay pretty healthy most of the time. So,
right on.
You got to, man. You got to have a balance in life and enjoy life, So.
Yeah, it seems like you're doing it perfect, man. You're enjoying life, being successful at a lot of things, and in doing good for the community, and bringing awareness and everything. So September 8th, go support Santos Rosales. It will be at Rocks Extreme number 24 fighting. Thank you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.